One type of attack that is very, very dangerous is the choke. A choke attack you must deal with immediately and with correctly. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same type of motion we did before. We're going to bring up both of our hands. And if I'm choking around the neck like that, we're going to bring this finger and put it in the crook of the elbow. We're going to pull down. Remember, we're not trying to pull the hand free, we're just trying to give ourselves enough space to breathe and to make sure the blood is flowing through those arteries. If you get a blood choke on, you will be conscious 3 to 5 seconds. So we're just trying to pull the arm off. It's enough so you can breathe and so the blood is getting to your brain. So we come up, we come in, so together, we're coming up, dropping. We push the hips back because we have to be on balance. We kick back, drive back, stepping back with the elbow, spin around, into the eyes. So when doing this release, remember you're just using that finger and you're pulling into the crook of the elbow. You're just pulling down enough to get some breathing space. You are not trying to get the arm free. So if I come in, she comes in and pulls down.
That finger
with that finger, reaches in, pulls down, and that just gets the choke off. So if I'm in here, pulling on, I'm applying pressure against the arteries on both sides and against the throat. So if I'm here, you have to get that pressure off. Now the pressure's off, she kicks, she elbows, she... Okay, so what we're going to do, again, we'll just do this together. So coming up, remember this pulls into the crook of the elbow, pulls down, bend the knees, push back with the hip, drive, boom. So we'll do this on, so if I'm coming up, grabbing Kelly, she pulls in, she just gets enough space, free, boom, boom, drives in, elbow. One of the most important aspects when fighting and being pulled backwards is you cannot fight bent backwards. You have to be slightly forward. If you're like this, you cannot get power for your elbows or anything. So if I'm grabbing Kelly, pulling back, she has to get on balance. And the easiest way to do this is push the hips back. So pushing back hard. If you have to, you might have to run backwards at them with your hips. So if I'm here, she will push her hips backwards, low, bump, and now she's got power. If I'm here, she cannot do any technique effectively. So she has to get on balance, so driving the hips back, then finishing off. If necessary, if the person's not going to let you get on balance easily, you will have to run back at them. But if you want an effective technique, you must be either standing upright or leaning slightly forward. You cannot elbow, you cannot strike bending backwards with any power. So I'm coming up here, she pulls down, gets her space. In, goes in with the knee, then elbow. If she doesn't hit with the first elbow, she can use the second elbow, third elbow, until she gets enough space so she can turn around. So once more, and the first thing, remember she's just using that to pull the arm down to get breathing space. Boom. And drives in,